Welcome to God's Own TV.
Almighty God will grant your request.
Men are still asking me out. Adeyinka Alaseyori speaks. Getting married and showing off your spouse is the desire of many ladies. But in the case of popular gospel singer Adeyinka Alaseyori, it is not the same. Minister Adeyinka Alaseyori opened up recently on why she doesn't flaunt her husband in public and the side effect that action had caused. She made this known in an interview session hosted by Pastor Leke Adeboye and his wife Titi in the podcast Confession Box with PLA. During the interview, she noted that a lot of people still ask if she's married despite being a mother of two. When asked to confess, as it is the tradition of the podcast, the Ayopeyo Krona noted that she loves her husband very much but doesn't flaunt him or even wear her wedding ring in public, other than because of this, people think she's still single and still make advances on her. In her words, she said, "I love my husband. I don't flaunt him. I don't flaunt him so much. I don't flaunt him all the time. So most of the time, people ask me, are you married? I have people who will tell me I like you, even after I have had 2 children. I do not wear my wedding ring, but I am happily married with 2 children." Speaking on how she balances her family and work demands, she credited her husband for being her best supporter and making sure she furthered her music career. She also added that her husband also insisted that their family life should be kept away from the public because as a public figure, you have to be careful of what you display to the public. In her words, she said, "He saw this ahead of me, so he made sure I started this. He's my dream supporter. Fame for us came faster than we expected, so my husband would rather that we keep the family out of public attention. You can't talk anyhow. You have to be conscious of what you do. A lot of people are looking up to you." Furthermore, the gospel artist stated that she gets her music inspiration from God. She also revealed that her interest in gospel music started as a member of the World Soul Evangelical Ministry, Oke Ishegun, in Ilesha, Osun State. In her words, she said, "My inspiration comes when I commune with God directly myself. He opens up my understanding. If you keep drawing from him, it keeps getting deeper. I would sing from Lagos to Ilesha as a young girl. I was staying practically with my grandma in a room. I was always in the church to clean chairs and sweep the floor. I enjoyed doing that for God. I was just around God. Getting back home, I was always with grandma singing in the compound. I would go into people's rooms and sing for them. Most of the time, we did not have light. We would stay outside the compound at night and sometimes sleep outside overnight." Narrating her family life, the Ondo State-born artist said she stayed with her grandmother in a room for most of her childhood as her parents lived separately for about 20 years, adding that her parents later reconciled. In her words, she said, "I did not know my dad because for many years I was living with my grandma. My parents were living apart. I recalled addressing another person as my dad until I was later made to understand that the person I thought was my dad was not my dad."